It's your boy Crypto Millie back with another subnet update. We're going to be talking about subnet of the week. What's going on inside the market specifically for BitTensor and TAO? The market has been looking crazy, but BitTensor has been showing amazing strength. So let's get into the charts. Let's talk about this special subnet that can help BitTensor's price appreciate even more. And make sure you interact with the video. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on TAO and how high you think TAO can go. If you think the cycle is over with, I would love to know everybody's opinions. Let's get into it. You can see that BitTensor is second as far as the top 100 coins and the percentages that it's up for the month. Here, up 17% on the month. The only token that's beating it, of course, is Zcash, and we know the privacy narrative have actually took off. Now, taking a look at BitTensor from a TA perspective, what I personally like is that we are above this orange line on the ultimate RSI, which confirms that we do have momentum here. You can see that the trend is, starting to move to the upside, and we are now having a retest of the 50-day moving average. So as we stay above this orange line, I expect TAO to bounce off this 50-day moving average. Now, the elephant in the room here is the total market cap, because you can see that we have lost momentum according to our indicator here, with the ultimate RSI showing that the entire cryptocurrency space has lost momentum and is looking at losing the 21-day EMA. So there's a little bit of conflict of interest here. If the market can continue to show strength, then BitTensor will go higher. If not, BitTensor could lose these moving averages, right? We wouldn't want to see it. Actually move this up here so you can actually see. We don't want to see BitTensor here losing its moving averages, but if the market continues to show weakness, there's a good chance that it will, right? We got a lot of macro stuff that's holding us back, whether it be tariffs, whether it be the government being shut down, just a lot of stuff that's going on. But I always talk about this, right? I always talk about the reason why I truly believe BitTensor will hit hundreds of billions of dollars, and it's because of the same reason ETH and Solana did, right? We're going to see some genius gigabrain developers develop some subnets that's going to run to billions of dollars, and it's going to cause the price of BitTensor TAO to appreciate as well. And with BitTensor TAO sitting at the same tokenomics as Bitcoin, I think that there's a good chance that happens. So I want to talk about one subnet that's starting to heat up and why it could be massive within the BitTensor ecosystem, but also outgrow BitTensor and even TAO because of its utility and use case. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Imagine your business running itself. Orders processed, customer questions answered, invoices reconciled, all without a single human clicking a mouse. This isn't sci-fi. It's the rise of autonomous companies powered by BitTensor Subnet 36. 70% of businesses still rely on manual web operations. Teams waste hours each day on busy work, filing forms, copying data, clicking through endless interfaces. Even automation tools like RPA can't keep up. One layout change and the whole system breaks. The result? Over $100,000 lost each year to inefficient workflows. But here's the key insight. 95% of all business systems run on the web. Your CRM, the web. Your accounting, the web. Your e-commerce platform, the web. The web is the universal operating system of the modern enterprise. So if you want to automate the world, we start with the web itself. This is Autonomous Company. AI agents manage operations end to end, restocking inventory, reconciling invoices, resolving support tickets. Humans focus on the vision and growth. Agents handle execution 24/7, 365 days a year. Old benchmarks trained agents on static sites, but Autoppia's infinite web arena changes everything. It generates infinite, never seen before websites, each one unique, layouts, logic, content. Agents can't memorize. They must reason, adapt, and think. That's how we train truly intelligent systems. All of this happens inside BitTensor's decentralized network. Every miner starts equal. Build your agent, deploy it, get scored in real time on infinite web arena. The better your agent performs, the more TAO you earn. The rest, they fall behind. It's meritocracy at machine speed. Autoppia built the bridge so any business can join. Inside Autoppia Studio, you can design agents visually, no code required. Adjust behavior, add API connections, deploy instantly. Then explore the marketplace. Over 200 ready-to-use agents that plug directly into your workflows. Enterprise-grade automation without the enterprise cost. Autoppia isn't just a theory, it's live. E-commerce, 40% labor reduction. Finance, 30% faster reconciliation. Support, 50% quicker responses. Lead gen, 5 times more qualified leads. Data intelligence, real-time competitive monitoring. The results speak for themselves. Autoppia has real use case, real utility, and real results. The future of work is decentralized, intelligent, and autonomous. Visit the links in the description. I'll put the links in the description so you can see how agents compete. Try Autoppia to deploy your first live agent. Explore the marketplace to integrate AI workers instantly. The revolution has begun and your business could be next. So if you want to know more about BitTensor and BitTensor subnets, be sure to click the videos at the end of this video. I'm always sharing new subnets on this page. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let me know in the comments what your favorite BitTensor TAO subnets is. All right, so let's go over a brief summary of BitTensor subnet Autoppia, which is subnet 36. And pretty much everything that we've talking about is about autonomous agents handling web operations 24/7 while humans focus on strategy and innovation. The solution that Autoppia is providing is the business automation problem, right? So without AI workers, 70% rely on manual web operations, 100K plus loss annually per business, and a traditional RPA which breaks easily. And you know, this RPA goes back to if you ever created something. I don't know if you guys see my post on Twitter, right, when I was talking about using Claude and how it's terrible. It's horrible from when it first started, right? Because when you create something and it's not autonomous, right, you gotta always manually fix it, right? Autoppia, you know, fixes this with the solution, providing a solution, right, with the decentralized miners, right, or AI workers, right? So 24/7 autonomous operation, 60% labor cost reduction. This is huge for businesses, and this is why it provides utility and use case. And of course, agents reason and adapt, and they don't just, you know, provide, you know, historical data based on memory, right? So these are agents adapting in real time, right? And pretty much handling all your operations for your business. Autoppia also provides the web in a universal operating system. So 95% of businesses' critical software is web-based, right? Now everything will be automated, whether it's emails, whether it's reaching out to your clients, whether it's finding leads in sales. All of that can be truly automated through Autoppia, right? Businesses where AI agents handle routine operations. You can see these are some of the tasks completed. It's 24/7. So just imagine if you had, you know, you ever call a company, right, and you know they're already closed, right, but now you got agents working 24/7, right? It saves a lot of money on labor costs for businesses and has a 98% success rates. Now the Infinite Web Arena, which is next gen benchmark, it offers dynamic, infinitely scalable benchmarks, right? The agents, again, reason and adapt, AI generated task, unlimited scalability. So what the cool thing about it is you can use this website to pretty much automate your everyday tasks. So let's say, you know, throughout the day, you need to buy toilet paper on Amazon, buy some supplies for your business, send out an email to a client or customer. You can have various AI agents working at the same time doing all of that. They can actually work on your PC, collect information on your PC as you're working. So as I'm working and doing my workflows through crypto, I can have the Autoppia AI agents working and collecting that information, and in the future helping me with my workflow throughout the day. So this right here is pretty much automating people's business flows, and you can pretty much understand why it's going to be very important in the future. They also have the dynamic zero launch winner takes all model, right, with a live leaderboard, right? So similar to what we've seen from Regis, right, the agents that can develop the miners that can develop the best agents get the daily reward, right? And these rewards be lucrative, and what that does is that incentivizes engineers and developers from these Fortune 500 companies, these centralized entities like maybe OpenAI or Anthropic, to come work on BitTensor because it's way more lucrative, right? So all of this is why DTAO is going to be huge, right? Autoppia is also building out a studio and a marketplace that should be going live any day now, right? So the studio is no code, makes it really, really easy. This is why with a lot of these subnets, you're seeing anybody can mine, drag and drop builder, parameter customization, the API integration, one-click deployment. I don't know if you guys ever used a workflow application. I can't remember the name of them. It's a couple of them. It's like Zapier is one of them. It's a couple of them. I've used them before to build out workflows for previous projects. And, you know, a lot of the times, if you don't have any coding experience, you got to know how to connect these workflows with code. But I don't know if you guys seen the clip that I played at the beginning of the video, but they already have AI agents pre-coded, ready to go based on what you need. So let's say you need agent that's sending out emails to your clients, right? You can pretty much click on that agent on Autoppia, and it's already pre-coded and ready to go. All you have to do is add your email, right? There's other platforms like that, but none of them are decentralized, right? A lot of them are owned by these centralized entities. So this is huge for one-click deployment, and also have a marketplace with 200 plus pre-built agents. What we were just talking about, ready to deploy, industry optimized, one click to install, pay per use. So let's say you want to automate your Twitter, you want to automate your X, right? You can do all of that through Autoppia Studio and Marketplace. I think it's going to be freaking huge. And of course, these are some of the use cases of the AI workers in action, stuff like e-commerce, finance, support, generating leads. Let's say you go door to door, right? And you're looking for leads of, selling solar, right? Selling solar requires leads that have good credit, right? You can develop leads using Autoppia, and of course data intel, which kind of falls into that same line. And everything is in real time, right? Everything is far more efficient and price efficient than anything you would use that's out right now. So you know what I mean? I'm a big fan of what's happening on BitTensor. The BitTensor Foundation is permissionless, so anybody can become a miner, no gatekeepers. It's transparent. You earn TAO based on real performance. It's unstoppable. No single entity controls the network, and it's secure, right? Cryptographic verification and trust ensures trust. And they also have a roadmap that they're working on, where they're working to expand the marketplace past 200 agents, launch Automata V2. They'll be launching a coworker browser extension. Now, this is what I'm excited about, right? Because if you are a person that does a lot of stuff like me, I'm on my computer all the time, building out stuff and tracking data, macro data, crypto data, right? So what these AI agents can do, right? While you are doing your thing on your computer, they're collecting information right through a coworker browser extension, and they are doing tasks for you as you work on your computer. I don't think people understand how huge this is, and how every business, there were stats that came out that every business is 70% of their business is using AI. Let that sink in. Establish IWA as industry standard benchmark, and scale to 10,000 automated businesses. Insane, right? I'll be sure to put these links in the description for you guys, where you can try to use some of this stuff out yourself. You can go to the website and use some of the things yourself, but I think that when I tried to use the marketplace, they ask you for your Gmail, but they said they're going to send you a whitelist, right? So I don't think it's out yet, but it should be coming out any day now from what I was seeing all over CT. So guys, I wanted to give you guys a brief, of everything we talked about today. Let me know what you think about Autoppia. I think it's going to be massive for BitTensor. Like I said, it's you know what I mean? It's sitting here. Actually, let's go to the chart here. We could just go to Autoppia subnet 36. You can see here that it is sitting here at a almost a $7 million market cap. So it's starting to catch some heat, but this is under 10 million, and Ridges is sitting at 9 million. Right, so it's almost like almost 9x away from Ridges, right? It's a great beta play to subnet 62 if you missed out on subnet 62. Anyway, Autoppia is starting to get a lot of hype. It's web agents, guys. Let me know what you think about it. Make sure that you like, subscribe if you want these more videos. Hit the notification bell. Keep your favorite crypto and door-to-door entrepreneur inside the algorithms.